Hey guys, and welcome back to the Gaming Droid, and welcome back to our search for lava. And behind this block is lava. So, just to show you guys, we've been kind of digging around, shall we say, to try and find lava. And we've got quite the complicated, crazy little net of tunnels. And I dug from tunnel to tunnel, and I've ended up with an insane network of little tunnels around here, as you can see. And in the end I managed to find lava, and I've entirely lost where I found lava. That was a stupid thing to do. It was over here, wasn't it? Yes, it was up here. So I managed to find lava. There's lava over there, but I don't want to dig into the lava, so what I'm going to, from the bottom anyway, it's not a good idea to dig into lava from the bottom. So this should be reasonably safe if I come straight up here. Just see if I can get my bearings. The lava is there, so that means the lava is over there. Which means if I dig here, lava! Beautiful. And here's an important tip, guys, if you're hunting for lava. Always have a set of some kind of cobblestone block on your hotbar, because it saves you the problem of finding lava and then dying in it. You just skip over to the cobblestone block and block up the hole where you've released the lava from. Now, we have 7 buckets, which means 7 buckets of lava coming home with me. Now this should be safe. Lovely. So let's grab some lava. Beautiful. And what I'm going to do to stop any mistakes, I'm just going to pop all my lava buckets into here. And as you can see, guys, it took me a little while of mining up to find what I wanted. But that's okay. So now we have to make our way back to our mining shaft, which is over this way. So if I dig this way, making sure I don't fall in the lava. Now I will pick up all of this asteroid, guys. It is very useful for making stuff, for making asteroid defences and for making armour and things, and weapons. But I don't want to pick it up yet because I haven't got any lapis lazuli, I haven't got any looting, and you don't actually get that many bits of meteor if you don't have some kind of looting enhancement. Ooh, diamonds. Lovely. It's one of those things, guys, you will find it. I've thought a little bit more and tried to sort of partially formalise what I was thinking in my last episode, guys, about objective and subjective like around video games, and it's kind of hard to formalise it, but essentially you can have objective problems with a video game. You can have problems that are solely mechanical and solely objective and are not opinion based at all. Optimization problems. If your game does not run well on modern systems, on systems that most people own, then it's not a well optimized game. Now it can be a graphic intensive game, but that means even if it is a graphic intensive game, it should still run reasonably well on modern systems, in my opinion. Otherwise it's not well optimized. And that is an objective problem with the game. That is a problem that it doesn't matter how you slice it, it's a problem. There's no opinion to get in the way there. Now some people will say, but there are some games with great graphics, or some games with very low sort of stress graphics. Well yes, but then they already work fine on whatever machine they're put on. You don't need to really spend a lot of money and time optimising them because they work fine. But if it's got good graphics and it doesn't work fine, then you need to spend a bit more time optimising it, because otherwise it's just objectively bad. Now, there are other games that are objectively bad for other reasons, but there are also plenty of games that are called bad that are just, in my opinion, subjectively bad. For instance, I'm not a fan of Halo. In my opinion, Halo is a bad game, but I acknowledge that it's actually got lots of redeeming features, lots of things that make it good from an objective standpoint. Just subjectively, in my opinion, it's not a good game. And in the gaming industry and sort of in the gaming world in general, I think we have... This is brilliant. I dig around for hours. Well, no, I dig around for about 20 minutes looking for lava and find nothing. I dig around for 5 minutes trying to get back to the surface and find all sorts of lovely, delightful diamonds and gems and things. But, as I was saying, there's an awful lot of people in our industry and gaming in general nowadays that like to scream things are bad when their subjective opinion says it's bad. But you shouldn't really be doing that if you're a member of this community, guys. If someone likes something you don't like, fine. You don't have to like it. You shouldn't get angry at them for liking something you don't like, and then for the same token they shouldn't be angry at you and shouldn't be getting defensive over the stuff they like. Like and let like, guys. I really don't understand why it's such a hard thing for a lot of people to do, is just let someone like something. For instance, there's a game recently out, well, not recently out, a game that's out online as a free-to-play browser game called Cookie Clicker. And Cookie Clicker is an awful game. It really is an awful game, guys. Objectively. Now, there are also some redeeming features of Cookie Clicker. And one of those redeeming features is the fact that, at least in my personal opinion, it's not a serious game. It's not there to be a game that people really consider a game. It's a great exploration of an effect called the Skinner box, as well as a couple of other psychological effects that play a major role in modern computer game development. In modern computer game development, especially MMOs and things like that, we very much use psychological effects like the Skinner box effect, like psychological training effects, to encourage people to continue to play the same game. One of the effects that we use is the sort of exponential numbers. If you think about it, guys, if you think back to RPGs that you've played, this tree is getting on my nerves, but I don't have enough space in my backpack to pick it up. If you think back to the RPGs you've played, guys, think about the single-player RPGs you've played, and think about how sort of the point progression went, how the numbers changed as you leveled up. And then think about massively multiplayer online RPGs and think about how the numbers changed in that. And what I've noticed, at least, and feel free to call me out and say I'm talking complete rubbish, guys, but at least from my personal experience, if you look into it, you'll find that for a lot of it, in single-player RPGs, in RPGs that are not designed to be multiplayer, you'll get a kind of slow progression where instead of building from, I don't know, 600 hit points at level 1 to 600,000 at level 100, you'll build from 400 hit points at level 1 to 9,000 at the final levels. Now that's not to say that it's wrong to build up quickly, but there is an inbuilt part of the human mind that does sort of like these rapid expansion, these rapid inflation of numbers. I'm going to take these because I want to combine them. What can I do with... No, I don't want to see that. I want to see what I can do with quantum dust. I can make essences of superposition. I can make essences of entanglement, and I can make essences of observation, and I can make quantum computers. So what does an essence of superposition do? Ah, right, I use it to make an essence of entanglement, so what does that do? Absolutely blinking nothing. Okay, fair enough. Boom, 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 boom. Lovely, lovely. And basically, guys, in my opinion, they use these kind of rapidly expanding numbers as a attraction, and Cookie Clicker does that, sort of exemplifies that perfectly. It draws a lot of its appeal for a lot of people from the fact that you get these big expanding numbers occurring. And I think that's interesting, guys. I played it very much from a perspective of looking at what people would think when they played it. What people might be thinking as they played. Sand. Do I have any more sand? No, I'm very limited in my sand. Cook the sand. So my sort of opinion in many ways of games is, how do they make people think, how do they make people consider what the game is? And with MMORPGs, a lot of it does come from this desire to build something that is addictive in a way, because if you stop playing, then they stop getting their benefit from you playing. They stop getting their points, their bonuses, their ad revenue, whatever it is they're getting from you playing. And so Cookie Clicker for me was a great little thing to play, to explore the sort of, what would people be thinking as they played this? What would people's thoughts on this be? Which was interesting to me. I can understand not interesting to everyone, but interesting to me. And that's all it has to be. So what I do want to build is I want to build a couple of tanks, if that's how you do it. That is one way of doing it, but I could also build these instead, which uses a little bit less glass, which means I could make a little bit more. Lovely jubbly, lovely jubbly, lovely jubbly. I'm going to do what I always do with this sort of thing, which is mine up some dirt. Actually no, I'll probably use stone for this. What can I do with stone bricks? I can make them into... Aha! I have to use a chisel to make a stone road. I think I'll go and make a chisel then. I wanted stone road. Stone road looks good in my opinion. So let's make some parts. I want a chisel head. And I want a tool rod. And I'll pop this in here and make a second chisel head because I can. Chisel. Chisel. Lovely jubbly. The other benefit with the chisel, guys, is you can put raw stone in and turn it into stone bricks, and you can do a number that isn't a multiple of 4, which is great. So that's 60, it's used up about half a stone chisel, and as with all the stone tools, you can just repair them, or you can, if you so desire, give a diamond to them to increase their durability, something like that. So we will do lava for you, lava for you, lava for you. Probably can't put another bucket in there. Nope. Lava, lava. And this is why I've built this, guys. I always think it looks quite nice to have it kind of out away, and then I'll build the smeltery up here. And actually what I'll probably do is I will probably transfer all the lava out of this that I can, which will be 3 buckets worth, into here, and I'll probably tear down the smeltery off screen at the end of this episode, and I will start building up the new smeltery building, the new forge building. So guys, thanks for watching, and I will see you again next time.